week online yesterday, I think, of you wearing a Wallabies jersey for the first time. What did it mean to you to wear that kit?
Yeah, I think ever since you're a young kid, you kind of dream of putting a Wallabies jersey on. It's kind of surreal. Kind of just putting it on for the first time was it's pretty cool. I had to go to the mirror, have a look at myself to see, to kind of pinch me moment.
Must be a bit of a whirlwind. I think day 3 of camp now. You're already here, modelling off the jersey for the Lions next year. Is that something you've given yourself time to look forward to, potentially playing against the Lions?
I feel like it's just focusing on now, focusing what I can bring to the team for this spring tour. I feel like Lions tour is still a long way away, but I know it's a way we can set up to go play in that Lions tour. I feel like it's really important for us to go well in the spring tour.
Joseph, spring tour, you're going to be playing in front of capacity stadiums. What does that feel like in terms of international footy to experience that for the first time, playing in front of full houses?
Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of the boys and the staff, and they're saying the crowds there are just next level. So I just can't wait to experience it. If it's sitting in the crowd or versus playing, I just feel like look, I'm a fan of the sport, and I just can't wait to experience it.
One thing we've noticed is just watching and listening to the boys, how well you've clicked in, how well you've been accepted. Can you just take us through the welcome you've had from all the boys within the Wallabies camp?
Yeah, I feel like it's been very welcoming, very comforting too. Everyone's come say hello or ask where I'm from, and I feel like it's just kicked off where it started with some of the boys from schoolboys that I played with, and even just now just meeting new lads, I feel like it's just really clicked.
Joey, I read some comments the other day from Israel Folau talking about how he knows you quite well as a kid and he knows your family. Can you just talk a little bit about what your dealings with him have been over the years?
Yeah, I actually met Israel when I was 14. I really looked up to him when I was younger. I feel like for a young kid, I feel like I really wanted to ask a lot of questions. I feel like it's been one of my strengths, just learning, and I feel like Israel was someone I could look up to and ask questions to, and every now and then I do catch up with him, and he's a great mentor in my life.
Inevitably, given the positions that you play, I guess there will be comparisons between the two of you. What's the best piece of advice that he's given you?
He's a man that doesn't speak a lot, but he's very. I think all his actions are kind of picked up on. But yeah, he's a great man first of all. I feel like that's the biggest thing I've learned, is always be a great man outside of footy.
Those comparisons will come. Do you feel like you're ready for that type of discourse and that criticism?
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that?
Like just the amount of talk there will be about you and press publicity, like dealing with that.
I feel like dealing with that. I feel like coming in as a 17-year-old kid into NRL, I feel like I've learnt a lot. I feel like I was talked a lot about as a kid, but I feel like it's no different now. I feel like I've grown a lot. I'm 21 years old now. Still act like a kid sometimes, but grown into a man. So I feel like I've learned a lot from experiences before, and at the end of the day, it's just a game of footy that I'm playing.
Joe Schmidt the other day said that you will almost certainly be making your test debut at some point on this tour. Like, how's he outlined to you the boxes you need to tick to do that?
It's not really any boxes I need to tick. I feel like the more I just put my head down, work hard, learn as much as possible, and just connect with the team and learn the plays. I feel like that's, I'm not sure what the boxes are, but for myself, I just know I sort of put my best foot every time I go on the training paddock.
What's the hardest thing about transitioning? You obviously played at schoolboys level, but what's the hardest thing for you?
I think maybe just learn the plays and then the importance of the ruck. I feel like that's probably been the challenge, but I'm always up for a challenge. I feel like I work hard. That's one of my strengths. So yeah.
Joey, Czech brought you in a few years back to camp, and Israel was one of the guys that you did know. Like, did you know many of the other Wallabies at the time, and do you kind of feel like for those thinking and young kids, like you're one of the people they probably watch playing league, do you almost feel like you've got that expectation to deliver from a rugby perspective as well?
I don't see it as an expectation. I see it as like kind of a privilege. As a kid, I did go into the camp and I met Curtly, Allan was there. Who else was there? James Slipper was there too. So it's even cool just to be in a position now to wear the Wallabies jersey and hopefully inspire young kids.
Were those meetings influential in you coming back at all, or not?
I feel like once I was in school, maybe year 8 or 9. I did come over and I was in the camp and I was just experiencing it all, and I feel like it kind of helped me saying, one day I do want to put the Wallabies jersey on. I feel like that played a role for sure.
Joseph, Joe used the words rugby reactional to kind of describe your early touches last week. Do you feel like that muscle memory from a contact, from a ruck perspective, is within you, that you can tap into it pretty quickly again?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like contact's always been a strength of mine. I feel like league you gotta be able to embrace contact and go after contact too. So yeah, I feel like once I get a game in or even at training, I feel like it could be a point of difference, or it could be just training it and just getting better each day.
And the technical stuff around the breakdown and stuff, do you feel like that'll kind of click back in fairly easy?
Yeah, I feel like just on me. Like I played in school, played sevens, so sevens was important to learn the breakdown. So, but I just know the importance of in a world stage, especially going up north.
Have you got any further clarity about where you might play?
I've been training everywhere. I've been training at wing, centre, fullback. Or just like league, I did play centre, fullback, wing. So no clarity of what position I'll be playing, but just training at all positions, just learn as much as I can.
Do you have a preference of which position you want to play?
Nah, no preference. Same as league, centre, wing, fullback. But yeah, I feel like I could play centre, wing, fullback, and Union too.
Joseph, how do you respond to some of the criticisms that come that you've come in, you've been given this opportunity without necessarily having to do the hard yards through Super Rugby? How do you respond to that, coming into the Wallabies?
Yeah, well, I feel like everyone, I've said it before, I feel like everyone has an opinion, which is respected, but yeah, I'm on my own path. I feel like I'm doing my own path and dreaming how I want to dream. Everyone else can have their opinion, and look, I'm just living the life I want to live.
If there's a venue that you could debut at, where would it be?
No, any of them. I've heard all good things about all the games up north, so I'll be more than happy just to put the Wallabies jersey on.
Will leagueies watching you and be like, oh, hang on, I wouldn't mind a taste of this? Like, can you almost get a sense that people are asking you what it would be like?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like a lot of my teammates have asked. I've been trying to get a couple of my best mates coming over too. Will Penasini, I've been trying to talk to him too. So, but yeah, a lot of people have been asking what it's going to be like and stuff like that. So yeah, I just can't wait just to experience it all.
You were under so much pressure and scrutiny before you moved over. It was almost like the whole of NRL was trying to persuade you to stay with league and not come over to Union. Was there ever some time where you thought you might just stay and not come over?
No, I didn't have one down in my mind, but I was coming over. I knew what I was doing straight away. I've always wanted to play Union one day, and it's always been a dream of mine. So yeah, no matter what anyone said, it was always stuck in my mind. Nothing was going to change it. No.
You keep talking about the dream to play for the Wallabies. What is it about wearing the gold jersey that has always appealed to you?
I watched the 2013, watched the Lions tour, and I still remember to this day, Israel Folau make his debut, and then Curtly having a kick to win, and he slipped. I feel like the memories of sitting on the TV and watching that, it's always been such a dream of mine to put the Wallabies jersey on. Especially with the spring tour coming up and the Lions tour ahead.
It's no secret that.
I know it's been a busy week. Has it been fun? Do you enjoy being back here?
Yeah. No, it's been fun. I feel like just meeting different boys, and then just even like the new challenge of learn, like obviously played the game before, but learning the intrinsic stuff in the game. I feel like that's just been exciting, new, and then being able just to travel the world from a non-perspective of footy. I feel like it's just good to experience different cultures, different countries, and just see the world.
Is there a moment in those first few days where you're, this is right, make the right call?
I feel like I live day to day, so I've been really enjoying it. My roommate Angus Bell, so he's been giving it to me, but it's been good. I've been enjoying the whole thing about coming back to rugby.
It's no secret that rugby's a lot stricter than league on probably high contact, stuff around the shoulders or chest that you'd probably get away with in league, maybe that you won't in rugby. Has that been talked about? Do you have to adjust your technique at all?
It is different tackling. I feel like league's all about tackling high and getting wrestle, but Union's all about chop tackle. I feel like it's one of my strengths too. So just about practicing more, just practicing it every day. I feel like that's the way I've got to do it. Exciting.
As much as that Origin match probably didn't go to plan, did that almost help you now? Like in terms of there's going to be 80,000 at Twickenham, is it almost like you've felt what it's like?
I feel like I've learned a lot from that Origin game where I only played 7 minutes. I feel like I've learned a lot about the preparation going to the game, and how excited you can be, and then how there's a balance between a lot of things that you got to go into them games. And I feel like I learned a lot, even though I only played 7 minutes of the game. But I feel like I learned a lot going up north.
I know this is a long way down the track, and I think it's beyond your current contract. Did you watch the Paris Sevens on TV, and did it ignite anything in you that would make you want to consider going to Los Angeles for the Olympics and playing sevens?
Yeah, I did. I watched the final sevens. Yeah, look, I feel like every young kid's a dream to go to the Olympics. You know, you're in school and then everything stops for the 100-meter race or any Aussie that's going well. I feel like, yeah, my teacher in primary school would always stop any moment. I remember Jessica Fox coming to school. She won a gold medal and presented at some sports awards. So even their memories kind of sparked something in myself to, you know, potentially one day dream one. Yeah.